Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our Hong Kong and Macau trip. Part 2, we are going big on the food and the places we found throughout Hong Kong. We're going to start with day 5 with a whole day in Disneyland. Hong Kong Disneyland opened in 2005. It may be the smallest Disneyland in the world, covering 126 hectares, but it ain't lanky when it comes to happiness, joy, and fun. It's Natalie's first Disney entrance, so my goal is to make sure she enjoys herself. So, let's get started. If you are living at Wan Chai area and at the Wani Hotel where we stay throughout the trip, you can try this Waso Cafe Wan Chai 10 minutes away by foot for a classic breakfast before heading to Disneyland. I recommend you try the signature pineapple bun, noodles of your choice in the pork chop and chicken wing, or the beef satay dish. There are several MTR routes you can take to the Disneyland Resort. Oh look! This MTR to Disneyland is so cute. They have the windows and the hand straps all in Mickey Mouse shapes. It feels like a whole new world again. Forget all the troubles, forget all the work, just focus on the happiness and the magic of the place. I feel like a kid again. If you love Marvel and the Avengers like I do, take a shot at the Iron Man experience. In the queue, check out the really awesome details of the Star Expo before you get into the 3D motion ride of the Iron Wing Mark 8. Here we will go with Tony and Jarvis to tackle Arnim Zola and the enemies of Hydra. You know, Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra!
Hail Hydra!
Hail Hydra!
Hail Hydra! Hail Hydra!
Before heading to the next ride of the Ant-Man and the Wasp Nano battle, look who we met outside the atrium. This next ride is joining forces with Ant-Man and the Wasp in shields with vehicle armed with blasters and hit those targets to collect points against Hydra. Hail Hydra!
Great job, people. Oh, why are these still ant-sized?
Scott, time to get them back to human size.
Oh, can't we just keep them? They were pretty good in there. They could be our permanent backup.
I have to say, weather that day was fantastic for the theme park. Cloudy, no rain, and about a 20 degrees Celsius weather. Unfortunately, Hyperspace Mountain and It's a Small World was closed that day.
No.
Now, I do recommend a few other rides on the way further into the park. The light roller coaster Wandering Open Sliding Sled is nicely themed, although the ride is a little short for me considering the queue. The water ride Frozen Ever After is definitely my top favorite and a must go. Very nicely detailed animatronics and the Frozen songs and a fun water ride not too extreme and for all ages. If you are searching for more extreme rides, try the RC Racer at the Toy Story area. I love Toy Story, still one of the best ever by Pixar. The ride was thrilling, but the wait can be a bit long since there's only one car with 20 seats. Mystic Manor featuring a dark ride is the next must go. It has been open for the last 11 years since 2023, but wow, The effects and animatronics is still fresh and a lot of fun, worth the queue since it's about 5 minutes long on the ride. There are live shows available, and on that day we have one of the greatest movies of all time, The Lion King. The show covers actors and dancers performing in the jungle settings, telling the stories of the film. One of the most heartfelt stories with some of the greatest voice actors like James Earl Jones, Roy Atkinson, and Jeremy Irons. Rest in peace, Mr. James Earl Jones. You'll always be the King Mufasa and Darth Vader we love and respect. The show runs for about 30 minutes, and do go early, at least 30 minutes before the indicated time, to get the best seats. I think the best seats are right in the front facing the center stage. Enjoy! What a show, what a day. For the finale, we went shopping to see all the merchandise while waiting for the fireworks show at 8:30 PM, known as the Momentous. Right in the center of the park facing the Disney castle is where the show will be. It will be crowded, so keep close and stay safe. All our favorite Disney songs put together with the lights and fireworks. It's a magical day for Natalie and me. This is my third time to Disneyland and still many happy moments and memories. One thing great about Hong Kong Disneyland is it may be the smallest among Disneylands, but it's definitely easier to walk and navigate around. Another great thing is that day, as long as the line is, it is not too bad, from 15 minutes to 1 hour. I mean, sometimes I think it's a matter of luck and good timing. Credit where it's due. I think we had to thank all the staff, all the performers, all the crew at Disneyland to make this a happy moment for both of us and all the people who went that day. Good morning! Today is going to be mainly food day, and Natalie had planned an attraction I never thought of at night. Oh man, the thought of good food. Look On Kui is the must-go for dim sum in Hong Kong. This place has been reviewed many times online, and I would definitely recommend it because the food quality is amazing. Ha Gao, Siu Mai, Cha Xiu Chi Chiong Fan, whatever you can just take in, just go for it. I eat a lot, but at that point I am wishing my stomach is larger just for this. I do recommend the pork ribs, or what they call pai put. It is so good. At that point we were so bloated, but I ordered a second pork ribs. There is a high likelihood we won't be going back to Hong Kong anytime soon, but boy was it worth it. All the bustling, the people, the noise, the food. This feels like home, but much better dim sum. We headed out to the Central to feel poor and look around at the landmark. Think of the mall as the Harrods of Hong Kong. Anything that's extremely expensive is probably what you can find here. You know, fine art, Patek Philippe's, Hermes bag. I won't be surprised there is a hidden classic Ferrari somewhere for auction. You know, among all the stuff that we have seen, the most expensive stuff there, I think the one really caught my attention is the skull of this, I believe is a Triceratops. This thing is so cool. If anyone have any information about this stuff, just let me know. We didn't do a lot of thinking, but we ended up having lunch and probably the most expensive meals in our lives at the 3 Michelin star restaurant 8.5 Otto e Miso Bombana at the landmark Alexandra. Oops! At that point, we were still full for breakfast since the restaurant has a cancelled table and the reception asked us if we are interested. All I know is I have never dined in a Michelin star restaurant, yet alone 3. Michelin restaurants are incredibly expensive and they have a long waiting list, but Natalie and I just looked at each other and thought, just go for it. As expected, really top-notch service by the crew and really rich dishes worth to try at least once in a lifetime. Good job to the crew. We are definitely not going to eat for the next few hours. The Avenue of the Stars at Sim Sha Tsui was the next destination. You can stop by the Peninsula Hotel for a visit with their famous green Rolls Royces and stunning interiors and layout. This hotel for me is all too familiar with James Bond's The Man with the Golden Gun starring Sir Roger Moore.
AU 603, a green rose.
A green rose?
A green Rolls Royce.
Courtesy cars. All green Rolls Royces belong to the Peninsula Hotel. You see what a 2-year posting to staff intelligence does for a girl?
Natalie's evening plan was to visit the Hong Kong Jockey Club at Happy Valley. Now this never crossed my mind, but why not? It was quite a distance and they start at 6:30 PM. Entrance was free to foreigners. The guard taught us how to register ourselves in and done. Don't we all love free stuff? It was not what I expected, partly because I have zero clue about horse racing or horses itself, but boy, the place was huge and full of activities while waiting for the horses and surprisingly, more foreigners than I thought. Every round the race, we just picked a horse and cheered along. The excitement really holds up when the horses gallops past. Really stunning creatures, although I'll stick closely to pet dogs and fishes. Good experience for the first time on horse racing, and the singing and activities and cheering were just the hype of it. If you're interested in visiting, do take note there are 2 race courses in Hong Kong. One is Happy Valley where we are at, the other is at Sha Tin in the New Territories. Late night dinner is next at Kao Ki Gulf Street that specializes in noodles. Small shop, really crowded, just place your order and 2 minutes the food are all in front of you. Good noodles especially during the cold night, so do give it a shot. Tasty broth and tender meat, so therefore recommended and worth the try. Next morning, breakfast at Kamwa restaurant in Mong Kok for some noodles and sandwich and a walk down the streets. Kai Kai is a shop specializes in sweet soup desserts awarded Michelin Big Ramen, which usually has a very long queue for maybe 1 to 2 hours, but guess what? There isn't any. Straight in, order, pay and serve. Talk about lucky and good timing. My wife kept repeating how scary the queue is. Haha. On the way down for a quick photo stop, you might recognize the Yamate police station if you watch Rush Hour 2. Best Rush Hour movie ever. The greatest acting duo in history. Period.
Oh my goodness. This place is off the hook. I love Hong Kong.
We stopped by to custom order a few mahjong pieces with our names from one of the last mahjong covers in Hong Kong. Mr. Cheong Shun King has been a mahjong cover for over 60 years and he is very passionate about his craft. He works in his little shop Bioki Mahjong at Jordan and he is very open and shared his lifelong story of his craft. Thankfully, Natalie did all the translations, so it is definitely more meaningful. Whether you play mahjong or looking for a souvenir, I do recommend this shop. Just be patient because it's a small shop and Mr. Cheong serves his clients like a doctor. We wish him good health and the very best. Back at Sim Sha Tsui to take a walk at the Avenue of the Stars with some of the movie icons. Yup, Jackie Chan, Sam Chui, Jet Li, Michelle Yeoh, and of course the great Bruce Lee. All of the Hong Kong actors we can think of, we can find their handprints marked here. Some of the celebrities have surprisingly large hands. We were running late for our next appointment at Causeway with our friend and my former classmate Vivian and her husband, who are so kind to treat us to a steamboat meal to catch up good old times. Thank you, my friend, and to your husband for the amazing treat and the hospitality. By the way, these pucks on the way are so cute. We promised ourselves not to miss trying Kam's roasted goose near our hotel before we leave, but again, the line was too long, so we did a takeaway in our hotel. Still warm and nicely cooked. Delicious, that is for sure. Worth the super long queue, definitely not for me, but if you manage, it's a must try. You can try Hong Kong Museum of Coastal Defence on Hong Kong Island if you are into history. This museum was built on a fort by the British in 1887 to defend the eastern entry site to Victoria Harbour. It covers also on the Opium Wars, the Battle of Hong Kong and the resistance against the Japanese. Entrance is free and inside is well air conditioned, which is great for a hot day when we were there. Yik Cheong Building, nicknamed Monster Building with 18 floors, 5 blocks building, is known for its high density of over 2,200 apartment units with about 10,000 people living in it. You might recognize this building from the Transformers movie. It became quite a viral place online because of its density and its unique photography location. Mind you, no drone shots allowed. It is pretty incredible to see how tight and dense the area is. After all, Hong Kong is famous for being one of the most expensive cities in the world and in real estate. Hong Kong Maritime Museum is right at the Central Pier. You have the old and modern time of boats and ships in accounts of Hong Kong's maritime growth. After all, Hong Kong is one of the busiest ports in the world and maintains the status of free trade. It exhibits plenty of details like the tankers, bulk carriers, gas carriers, cruise liners up to the boats from the old dynasties. As a fellow ship modeler, this is fun to visit. It has a lot of nostalgic moments since my grandfather was in the shipping business in our hometown in Malaysia, but not up to this scale. The last food highlight I would like to mention is this restaurant right in a rather dark alley that specializes in clay pot rice called Xiang Xi Bao Zai Xiao Zhu. Nice food and recommended, and it seems to be visited by many locals. I like the rice, slightly crispy but not too burnt nor salty. Overall pretty tasty as a whole, and we got the clams for the sides. Now if you can, try to get there before the dinner time and rush hour because it can get pretty crowded. So give it a shot and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And so that's the end of our 2-part episodes for Macau and Hong Kong. Give these two places a try if you have not been. These are expensive cities to visit, there is no doubt about it, but they are so vibrant, lively, and still contains rich hidden cultures on the inside. Will I go back again? Absolutely. It's been a blessed trip, that is for sure. Thank you Macau, thank you Hong Kong. Till next time, I hope you enjoyed the 2 episodes. Do subscribe for new episodes as we are still in the works for future projects. Take care.